Hello and welcome to another edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. Right off the bat on the old show today, this is the brand new Audi A6 TDI Ultra. Now this particular vehicle is going to be going on sale in the European market very soon, but let's talk about the heart of the beast. That's right, that TDI lump. That 2-liter turbocharged diesel variant that's going to be coming in at 190 brake horsepower and 295 pounds-feet of torque. Now we're hearing 0 to 60 numbers coming at 8.2 seconds, not too shabby for a car this size. And you'll be able to shift that diesel lump through a 6-speed automatic or a 6-speed manual. Also hearing a little bit that maybe there's a $3,000 upgrade charge for that automatic, so you may want to go with the 3-pedal automobile. But we're hearing fuel economy numbers. Now this is on the European cycle, coming in at 53 miles to the gallon. Very good for a car this size. Now let's talk about the pricing on this particular model. This vehicle will be going on sale very soon for 39,900 euros, or right at about 54,000 US dollars. Or you can get the A6 TDI Ultra Avant, and it'll have a starting price of 42,250 euros, or 57,000 US dollars. Now, there's no word on whether this vehicle will be coming to the United States. It probably looks like it may not. That being said, Audi's been showing off a lot of videos teasing a vehicle that they're going to show off in Geneva. Now, we got one of these videos up on the Facebook page, which shows you little to nothing, so you really don't know what's coming. But we'll wait and see if it's going to be a variant of this, or maybe they will make an announcement that this will be coming stateside. We'll wait and see. Next up on the list, you may remember this particular model. I talked about it just in the past several shows. This being the Kia GT4 Stinger. Fancy little car, maybe going to go right up against the Toyota GT86 or the FRS BRZ from Subaru and Scion. Now, this being said, the folks over at TopSpeed.com let down a bombshell. Apparently, they were talking to the folks over at Kia, and it came out that this car, the GT4 Stinger, will be on sale in dealer showrooms by the end of 2014. Now, if you really look closely at this concept, it looks very production ready, but it's not that close. Usually, they'll show off a concept vehicle, then they'll show up a production concept vehicle, and then it'll go into production. But they're, I guess, apparently skipping all that kind of thing and just going right for it and going to bring this car to market very soon. So we'll wait and see what comes of this, but a lot of other folks have jumped on the bandwagon saying this car is coming by the end of 2014. So we'll wait and see. It's going to be very exciting. I think they may have a winner on their hands if they do indeed bring this to production. Next up on the list, well, Ferrari let this out that apparently on February 12th of 2014 at the Geneva Motor Show in Geneva, Switzerland, they're going to be showing off a brand new Ferrari model, and it's always exciting when the prancing horse brings out a brand new model. This vehicle will be calling the 149M project. Now, 149 may not mean a whole lot to you, but the M part will, as the M part means modified, at least in normal Ferrari nomenclature. Now, this being said, you may remember the old 550 Maranello, and then its next generation, which was the 575M, M for modified, 550 that is. Now, we cannot wait to see what's going to happen with this in Geneva, so we'll wait and see. A lot of people are pointing towards that twin-turbo V6 California that may be on the docket for this brand new project, but we'll wait and see. But it's awfully exciting when the new Ferrari comes out. Next up on the list, well, let's dive into what was January of 2014 sales numbers for the U.S. market. Right off the bat, sales numbers were down just a tiny bit. The folks over at Autoline.tv showed off that the numbers came in at just over 1 million units. In fact, 1,008,622 units were sold for the month of January of 2014. Now, year over year, looking back at 2013 numbers, this came in a little bit soft, down 3% over last year. Now the SAR, the seasonal annual adjusted rate, came in at just over 15 million, which is pretty good at 15.1 million, but it's still a little bit soft as last year they finished over 15 million. The SAR meaning if it continues on at this particular track, that's how many automobiles will be sold in the U.S. market for the year of 2014. Now, there's a lot of things that go along about this. A lot of people talking about maybe, well, that the sales that came out earlier in December maybe have drawn sales forward and didn't allow the January sales to be as much as they were. And then there's that whole polar vortex, the huge ice rink that was the whole upper part of the United States, and when polar winds came down from up north and just left us in a deep freeze. In fact, that deep freeze is still existing now. So a lot of people talking that may have kept people out of dealer showrooms. Well, we'll wait and see what comes of this. There's also a lot of reports that quite possibly dealerships may have a little bit too much inventory on hand. There maybe have to be some production cutbacks to try to keep up. So we'll wait and see what comes of all this. It's always early in the year, so there's a lot of year to do some catching up. And that's all there was that I thought was worth talking about for this week's Motor Cars Enthusiast. If you want to jump on over to the Facebook page, the link's down in the show notes. Also, if you want to subscribe to the channel, you can do so at any time and get the first dibs on the brand new shows as soon as they come out. I thank you for watching. We'll see you again real soon.